Hello, good evening students. So I hope you all are well and please stay at home and stay safe, stay healthy. So up to my last video that you have seen already, there I have finished the chapter 2, that components of food. So today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter 3, that you know, which is fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. So in this chapter, lot of things you will learn, and one more activity is over here, like previous chapter. Here also one more activity. So weaving of paper, weaving method you will learn. So you have to do with that paper strips, and that process also I will give today. So in the video or after my video you will get that. So let's see. And the main things you will learn from this chapter basically about the fibers, from where you will get the fibers. And actually fibers are of two types. One is natural and another one is artificial. So natural, again two sources are there. One is plant source, another one is animal source. So plant source, from this chapter you will learn basically about the two main plant sources. One is cotton, another one is cotton, and another one is, here you will see that jute. So cotton and jute, about these two things you will learn, and in this class basically, and in class 7 you will learn about also the main two sources, like natural sources you can say. So those two natural sources will come from the animals. One is wool, another one is silk. So these two things you will learn in class 7, and in class 8 you will learn again this chapter, same chapter, but you will learn about the artificial sources. So let's see what is the main things over here. So let's come to the main point. Basically you have to learn at first, what are fibers? What are fibers? So this is the main thing over here. So fibers are hair-like strands from which are fabrics made. So fibers are the hair-like strands from which fabrics are made. Basically from which fabrics are made. So these are the main things you have to learn. Fibers are the hair-like strands from which fabrics are made. Now, one route map I have shown over here. By this route map, if you follow this route map, you will get to know how we can get from fibers to fabric. Fabric means clothes. So first, if you will have the cotton rolls or cotton, that plant, from there you will get that cotton rolls, and you have to apply the ginning method over here. By applying the ginning method, you will get the fiber. You will get the fiber. Then from fiber, if you will apply the spinning method, from there you will get yarn. From there you will get yarn. And from yarn, if you will follow the two steps, either weaving or knitting, then you will get the fabric, your desired fabric, which means clothes. So now you have to know before that what are called ginning and what are called spinning or weaving or knitting. So these things about you have to learn at first. So what are called ginning? The process of separating cotton fiber from their seeds manually or by using machines is called ginning. As question answer you will also get this process ginning, but now I am just saying verbally to get you will know better. That's why I am saying. Again I am repeating this thing. The process of separating cotton fiber from their seeds. So when you will arrange the cotton fiber, from there if you will separate those cotton seeds, that particular process is called ginning. You can do that method by your hands or by the machines. So this is the thing. Next, after applying the ginning method, you will get fiber. From cotton rolls, you will get fiber. Then from fiber to yarn, there is another process which is called spinning. So now, what is called spinning? The process of converting the fiber to yarn. When you will convert the fiber into yarn, that process is called the spinning. And you can do this process also by the devices like Ch-3. Earlier days or ancient times in Gandhiji's period, you know, that was named as Ch-3 or spinning wheels. You can say in English, it is called spinning wheels. Or you can do it by hand spindle. Hand spindle, another name of hand spindle, which is that Takli. That is called Takli. And from these devices, or by applying these devices, you will get fiber to yarn. Now, you have to prepare the fabric from yarn. So now you have to apply two methods. One is called weaving, another is called knitting. So now what is called weaving? The process of alternate overlapping of two sets of yarns together to make fabric. So the process of alternate overlapping of the sets of yarns together to make fabric. So it is done either by manually or by hand. It can be done by manually, or manually means hand by hand, or manually by hand, or by the machines. So if you will do it by hand, then you have to do it in normal looms. You can say normal looms. Or if you will do this process in the by the machines basically, then it is called by the power looms. So you can do it by your hand, that is called normal looms or hand looms you can say. And if you will do it by machines, then it can be done in the or by the power looms. So by these two ways you can convert yarn to fabric, first by the process called weaving. Now another method is there, that is called knitting. So you can use this process also, knitting. So what is called knitting? That the process of making fabric from a single yarn. So if you will convert the yarn to fabric by the single yarn, that is called knitting. So when you will use the single yarn, that is called knitting. The process is called knitting. But if you use two yarns, then that particular process is called weaving. So two processes are involved over here. And in my video, you will get to know about these two processes. Then your basic concepts will be cleared more and more. So these are the main things. This is called the entire route map by which you can get the fibers into fabric. So this is the entire process you have to keep in your mind. As a broad type of question, it may come in your exam. So entire written part you will get afterwards. But the main thing is the route map is this. So you have to keep in that in your mind. Now I have told about the hand looms or power looms. So what are called looms basically? The next question is that what are called looms or what are looms? Looms are the devices on which weaving of fabrics take place. Looms are the devices on which weaving of fabrics take place. So it may be hand loom or it may be power loom. So you have to keep in your mind. Now come to the next important part, that is classify the different types of fibers by showing a workout. Classify the different types of fibers by showing a workout. First of all, the classification of fiber we will learn. First, fiber based on the sources. So already it is mentioned like two sources are there. One is natural source, another one is artificial source. So in natural source are two types like plant source, another is animal source. So plant source, here in your class 6 you learn about two plant sources. One is cotton, another one is jute. So in detail you have to learn about cotton and jute, mean in which climatic conditions cottons and jute can be cultivated, which type of weather conditions, basically physical conditions, are required for these two type of plant sources. So about this you have to learn in my next class. You will learn, and in detail you have to learn. So next, animal sources, but two sources are here, but you don't have to study in your class 6. You will get to know about these two things in your class 7, in your next class. So those two animal sources are, one is wool, another one is silk. Very nice story of silk is here also, you will know in class 7. Now here I have written 3 artificial sources. One is rayon, one is polyester, another one is nylon. Many more are possible artificial fibers are there. So another one is acrylic also there, I have not written here. Another one is acrylic. So many more are possible, artificially it can be prepared. So about these artificial fibers you will learn in class 8. So these are the main structures of fibers to fabric. So in detail about these cotton and jute in my next class you will get to know. And today you will get 2 or 3 videos. After this video should be added, from there you will get to know about weaving, knitting, ginning, spinning, the entire processes, which will be helpful for your activity purpose also. So follow this chart properly. So students, I hope you have all enjoyed this session. So wait for my next class. Thank you. Visit again.